Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be doing a monthly reset with you all. I'm going to be cleaning the house, changing the bedding, giving everything a really nice refresh ready for August, and then we're going to be sitting down together going through our personal and financial goals for July, whether I ticked any of them off, and then setting goals for August, reflecting on July and how that month has been as a whole. And also I'm going to include 5 favourite things that I have loved throughout the month of July. They are not necessarily going to be physical items, they could be experiences, but nevertheless 5 favourite things that I have loved throughout the month of July. I really hope you enjoy this video. When I sit down to do my goals, I may not look like this. This is just the introduction. It's actually my uncle's birthday and I'm hosting a little Enid Blyton tea party this afternoon. So this is my attire for that. And so yeah, that is probably why when I sit down to do my goals, I might not look like, have this dress on. So we're going to start off by cleaning the house, decluttering, organising and resetting everything for a brand new month. Grab yourselves a drink. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe, as I really would love to grow this community. And with that, we will jump on into the cleaning section of this video and then into the goals. I hope you enjoy. Hello everybody, so it's me in voiceover now. The first thing I did on this monthly reset was decide to clean the washing machine. I do one big task each month, and this month it was the washing machine. Next month I definitely think I'm going to have to do the oven. I just use bicarbonate of soda and white vinegar spray just to get in the little seals and the little gaps of the washing machine, and it does come up quite well. This washing machine was here when we moved in, so it is quite old. We do have one at my uncle's storage unit, a newer one, so once this one has had its end of life we will get our other one back. I then put a washing up cleaner from Marks and Spencer's in the drawer and some more bicarbonate of soda in the drum. Set it on a 60-degree wash and let it do its thing. It was then time to take out the recycling, because I just like to have everything nice and clear and empty, what I usually do on a weekly reset as well. So here we go, taking out the recycling and just making sure everything is nice and tidy. And I'm wearing George's slides because they went with this outfit. We're now going to move on to watering all of the house plants and giving them all a really big drink. I usually do this on a Monday, but I thought as I was getting everything else done, I might as well just add this to my list of things to do. I do this every single week, not just a month. This monthly cleanup reset was just a big sort out, just putting things back in their appropriate places, making everything neat and tidy, and yeah, just refreshing for a whole new month. This is the kitchen table, obviously, as you can see, and I always, oh, there goes something on the floor, always spilling or breaking or dropping things. I change the tablecloth once a week, but I give everything a nice good clean and polish and get everything nice and sparkling ready for the month. And I decided on these sunflowers because I just thought this sunflower tablecloth is really pretty. I got this from the market on a little vintage store and it was £1.50, and it also came with some serviettes as well, which was so adorable. Then it was time to clean the sink, give it a good thorough wipe down, really get into the nooks and crannies, and the same with all the surfaces, taking everything off, giving everything a really good clean and polish, and making sure everything is all nice and clean, and getting all those little bits that sometimes I don't quite get each week. So giving it all a really thorough deep clean was definitely very much needed, and filling up the egg house as well. Then it was on to dusting and getting rid of all those potential cobwebs. And this is the fridge before we had our Ocado food shop. And here we are after a nice fully stocked fridge ready for the week ahead. Something that I love doing every single week, and I gave the fridge a good clean as well. We're now moving on into the bathroom where I replenish the toilet rolls and the towels. So I clean the towels each week and replace the toilet rolls as well, just giving everything a nice good sort out. And I use this Dettol disinfectant spray just around the downstairs toilet and the upstairs one as well. It was then time to move on into the front room, so again watering all of the house plants, giving everything a nice dust and polish. And as you can see, or you might be able to see him, Arthie was watching as well. I then changed the flowers. Now these hydrangeas lasted 2 weeks in this vase. They did so well, but they were starting to wilt, and I thought, seeing as it's a brand new month, I would go out into the garden and hand pick some of the ones that I'd grown. This one I've had for a couple of years and it's just gorgeous. Hydrangeas really are my favourite flower. I then took them inside, took all the leaves off, filled the vase of water, and then made this beautiful little arrangement ready for the start of August. The next thing it was moving upstairs into the bedroom and taking all of the bedding off the bed, the duvet cover, the fitted sheet, the flat sheet, all of the pillowcases, every single thing came off the bed, and I gave it all a really good wash and clean. I normally just wash the fitted sheet, flat sheet and pillowcases. I do the pillowcases twice a week, but the flat sheet and fitted sheet I do once a week. But every month I wash every single bit of the bedding, and I managed to get fabric softener on the floor, of course. The next room was the reading room, and that really did need a bit of a sort out and an organise. It just didn't really look very neat and tidy, and if you follow me on Instagram, I showed you about having a move around in there as well, so you will have seen that there. I started off by opening the window nice and wide, clearing all of the surfaces, and before I gave it all a really good clean, I dusted everything down first and then sorted it all out. In this little box I keep all of my essential things, and then I just change up my handbags as and when I need them. And here is a sweet little picture of me and Arthie. Once everything was nice and cleaned, I just reassembled everything and put everything back in its little place. And like I said, I have had a bit of an organise on Instagram if you haven't seen there. Then it was time to give these shelves a nice dust, and I used a little wax melt to make the room smelling beautiful. This is definitely one of my favourite scents, and is actually from the Candles of Harrogate. So again, I give my desk a little polish down and then a wipe over, also cleaning my computer monitor as well. And it was also time to take everything off these shelves, apart from the house plants, because they're quite tricky because they're so big now. Well, this one is anyway. But I gave the plants a good water, and here's a lovely picture of me and my nana. And once I dusted everything, I put everything back on the shelf. Then it was time to move into the bedroom again, just organising everything, giving everything a lovely little dusting down, and before cleaning everything, cleaning the shelves and the bedside tables. And finally moving into the bathroom, so changing the towel and the mat as well, giving the toilet a clean too. I always clean this, well, not more thoroughly, but this is the main toilet we use in the house, so it always gets cleaned more frequently than the downstairs toilet. The downstairs toilet does get cleaned twice a week, but the upstairs one probably 3 times a week. I then clean the bath and the sink and give everything a nice good scrub down. I do this every single week, probably twice a week in this bathroom, because like I said, it's the main bathroom we use in the house. So, but I definitely just do it every single week without fail. And finally, it was time to just give everywhere a hoover. Hoovering downstairs first of all, making sure I pick up all the little crumbs I may have spilt throughout my morning, and then using the steam mop and steaming the floors ready and giving those all a lovely, nice clean, ready for the week. Again, I do this every single week, and but yeah, obviously it's a monthly reset today, so here we are cleaning again. I really get into the stairs when I hoover those, making sure I get every little bit of bits and bobs in Arthie's hair. And then it was cleaning and hoovering the reading room, and that is the cleaning done. Hello everybody, so it is the next day now. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I'm wearing a different dress, and I'm also not wearing any makeup. I have dyed my eyebrows, and I'm really happy with them actually, but other than that, I've got a little bit of lip balm on, because I just wanted to be makeup free today, if I've got to be honest. I've literally not had a makeup free day, and sometimes you just want to. It's currently Monday as I sit down with you all and go through my goals and reflections for July and goals for July, and setting new goals for August. So without further ado, I'm going to go through this with you. I hope you enjoyed the cleaning aspect of this monthly reset. For now, grab a drink. I actually have just some water. Grab a drink and we will jump on into the goals video. My first question to you all is, did any of you set any goals for July? If so, how are they going, or how have they been? And will you be setting any goals for August? Let me know below and we can connect. And with that, let's jump into July's goals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the July goals with you all and go through them again, what I set and how I've done with them. So I'm just going to go through them, and then we're going to reflect on July and go through the goals in which I set myself. I just wanted to point out, I've got a repetitive strain injury in my right hand. I don't know how I did it. I think maybe editing. I just didn't feel my best, and I can happily say that I am feeling really good now. I've been really researching and learning more about the anti-inflammatory lifestyle. I got a magazine from our local newsagents called WH Smith's, and it's called The Anti-Inflammatory Guide, and not only does it talk about food, but it also talks about well-being, sleep, looking after yourself, how inflammation is actually formed in the body, what causes it and why, and it's so interesting. And again, like I mentioned before, I would love to read the book The Ultra Processed People, which I will do very soon. So feeling healthy and well and learning more about the anti-inflammatory lifestyle kind of tie in together. Having a solo date, yes, I did this the other day. What I do is, if I'm going into town for an appointment or for something specific, I usually take myself for either coffee, I go for a little walk around the markets or the charity shops, or I go around the castle. I just go for a little wander. I don't just go somewhere, do my thing and then go straight home. I just enjoy the moment, enjoy the time that I'm there, usually get a coffee and maybe some cake or something, but I never normally get lunch. Lunch is a real treat if I have lunch in town. So I can tick that one off. And then also tying into the wellness thing, I wanted to have spoken to a GP about a wellness check. Some women, I think, between the ages of 30 and 50 can have a wellness check here in the UK, which they check your height, your weight, your blood pressure, your cholesterols, all that good stuff. And that is something I wanted to have done for myself, again looking after my body. My mum also had bowel cancer a few years ago, and my uncle had a similar sort of thing, so that's her brother, so it runs in the family. So I want to get have a screening done for that, so that's on the list as well. And just a general blood check, checking my thyroid and things like that, so I know where I'm at and what changes I can implement to take care of my body. And the fifth one, again, tying into wellness, to have a solid sleep routine. I definitely am getting good sleep. I need to keep practicing this one, and I will be taking this goal into August. The financial goal side of it, I have reached my £900 safety net fund, so I can tick that off. I'm so proud of myself and it's so great. Then using my money to shop more locally, as you guys know, I use our local market, so again I can tick that one off. Having a date with George. Now, this is something I'd like to carry on into August. We haven't had a proper date in July, but spending time with him is a date for me. And you know, we do that on a Saturday night where we cook dinner and watch a movie, and just spending time with him. George is my husband, for those of you who don't know, but spending time with him just means the world to me, and I love it. I love it every time, whatever we do. To have money at the end of the month and no extra card payments tying together. I do have money left at the end of the month. It's actually my payday week as I'm filming this video. I would like to have had more money at the end of this month, and that is something I'm going to carry on into August. And I'm going to set myself a little challenge, so stay tuned for a second for the August goals where I talk about that, because I did have extra card payments and I just wish I didn't. I need a strong willpower and a strong why power. That ties us straight into August's goals. So again, I have set myself some personal and financial goals, and we're going to go through them now. As I said, I'm going to run through the goals fairly quickly so we're not talking too long, and then we'll have a quick chat about them. So the first personal goal is to cook and eat more anti-inflammatory foods. Number 2 was to have had my first massage. Number 3 was to have one slow morning per week. Number 4, enjoy family moments. Number 5, go on a date with George. The financial goals were to have 1 month no card payments or card spends. Number 2 is to have made payments into my private pension. Number 3 is to have begun my £1,800 emergency saving fund. Number 4 was to try to reduce the grocery shop. And number 5, any extra money to go into our holiday savings tin. So, the personal goals, again, very much wellness, very much taking care of myself, cooking and eating more anti-inflammatory foods, which we've just touched up upon, so I'm going to take that into August. In fact, I'm going to take that on into the rest of the year, I think, and just keep feeling well, eating whole foods, eating less processed foods, and foods that just are naturally derived foods. Then it was to have my first massage. I've been talking about this for a long time now, and I've been feeling a little bit nervous about it, but August I am going to have had a massage. When I come back at the end of August, I will be able to tell you that I've had a massage, so I'm really looking forward to that. Then having one slow morning per week. Usually I work 3 days a week, and on my days off I'm still usually here, there and everywhere, go, either doing something with people or doing housework or doing filming, and I want to have more times where I just do nothing. I just sit in the reading room, I watch a YouTube video or have music on, I do some journaling, I do just nothing, I just relax and just chill. So that is something I really want to take forward, and just slow down, have a breakfast in the garden and just relaxing and resting, and just, yeah, slowing down. Enjoying moments with family, so making more of an effort to go and see family. I see my aunt every single week, so that's lovely. I want to see my mum more often, so I want to go and visit her, and I want to see my dad. Now, I'm actually seeing my dad this coming weekend, so that's really lovely, but I want to just spend a bit more time with family because they do really mean a lot to me. And the final one was to go on a date with George. So I'd love to go out for dinner with him, maybe go and actually see a movie at the cinema. That would be something I would love to do. The financial side of the goals, so my first goal, 1 month no card spend. What I mean by that's going to be a bit of a challenge, but what I mean by that is not spending frivolously, so only using my card for things that I really need. So for example, if I need to get the bus home or to work, sorry about that traffic noise just then I can use my card for that, but not going into like boots or body care and buying things that I don't need, and B, I can save my money, because at the end of the month I want to have got money set aside just in case I need it, but I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. Number 2 was to have had made payments into my private pension, which I actually am doing now. I'm actually doing that as we speak. I've set up my private pension, I've already started making payments into it, and next year I'm hoping to increase those payments, so that is really exciting. Number 3 was to begin my £1,800 emergency fund. That's my 3-month emergency fund, like I mentioned in my previous video. That is something, again, I'm really interested in and really want to focus on, and putting that into a high interest savings account, which I'm getting advice about that, so that's really great. Number 4 was to try to reduce the grocery shop. So like I mentioned in my previous video with my market haul, I want to try and get the food shopping down in price a little bit. Shopping on the market and more locally is more expensive, even though the food quality is really great and really good quality. It is pricier, and we're still spending money with Ocado, so I want to look at it and try and reduce that cost. So really looking through the cupboards before I make a food list, seeing what food or meals I can make with food I've already got in the house, just so I'm minimising my consumption. And the final goal was any extra money put into mine and George's holiday tin. George and I are actually saving to go abroad. This is going to be in a few years' time, because we won't leave the country while we have Arthie. Once Arthie has gone to heaven, which hopefully won't be for many years yet, then we'll probably go abroad somewhere. We've got friends who live in Cyprus, and I'd really love to go to Italy. So I'm just going to put any little bits of money I have into that tin as a little starting savings fund. And they are all my goals for August 2024, August's goals. The final part of this video is actually going to be a monthly favourites video. So I've got a little list on my phone of things that I've been loving throughout the month of July, and I'm just going to go through them now. I'm just going to grab everything and we'll be right back. So things that I've been loving throughout the month of July. The first product is this, it's a skincare product. It's called Cosrx, I think. It's a Korean skincare brand, Snail Mucin. If you're on social media, you will know about this. Honestly, everybody, this stuff is like magic potion in a bottle. I put it on my skin every single night, along with this cream as well. This cream too. It's a very interesting consistency. It doesn't smell, it's got no scent, but I kid you not, if you've got like dehydrated, sensitive, dry skin, you will love this stuff. I also have put it on like cuts and blisters, and they've healed overnight. I kid you not, this stuff is amazing, and I will be buying more. You can get it on Amazon. I'll try and link it below for you, and it's quite affordable. Hold on, there's somebody at the door. Sorry about that. George ordered a new book and it's now arrived. And talking of books, this is my next favourite. This book here, The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. I've almost finished it, and it's been a really good book. The author is John Mark Comer, and it is a spiritual book. It says how to stay emotionally healthy and spiritually alive in the chaos of the modern world. You don't necessarily have to be religious to read this book. It's all about slow living, simple living, simplifying your life, reducing consumption, and just, he talks about living a life like Jesus lived, but don't let that deter you. If you want to look at the simple living and just simplicity and just slowing down your pace of life and just enjoying life a bit more, honestly, it's a really good book. Obviously I'm Christian, so the Jesus aspect part of this book does really resonate with me, but I've had enjoyment out of this book as well as that aspect of it. It's a really good book, and that is something I would really recommend as well. And then obviously buying produce from the market, I've absolutely loved that, and I feel so grateful and privileged to be able to do that, to be in the position where I am able to do that. But looking around the market, talking to everybody, getting to know people, it's been really lovely, and I've really loved that throughout July. And then finally, breakfasts in the arbour. I've loved that. I am so grateful for that arbour. It came from my mum and stepdad. It was derelict, and they brought it back to life, restored it and painted it, It's not new, we've just refurbished it, so that makes me even more happier because I love upcycling things. I love like getting things secondhand because I think it's got so much history, and I really love it. And I love having breakfast when the weather is beautiful. There's nothing I love more than sitting out in the arbour with my breakfast. And yeah, oh, and one final thing, oh my gosh, I nearly forgot. The last thing is this lamp. Now, this is a wireless USB lamp. It has 3 settings, and you can actually make the light dimmer or brighter, whichever you wish to do, like this. You just charge it via a USB port, and I just love it. I got this off Amazon as well, so again I'll try and link it below for you. It's really affordable. It wasn't a lot. I think this was about £10, but for what you get, I think it's really cute and it looks lovely here in the reading room. And that are my favourite items that I've been loving throughout July, and that finishes the monthly, there we go, the monthly reset for August. I can't wait to see you all back at the end of August to see how we got on. This video is going to probably be a bit longer than 25 minutes, so I do apologise if it's too long. I'll try and get the next monthly reset a little bit shorter, but I really hope you've enjoyed it. Again, remember to leave me in the comments below what your August goals are and how your July has been. And remember to hit the thumbs up button if you liked it, and please subscribe if you're new, as I would love to grow this community. And finally, I will see you all in next Sunday's video. Have a great rest of your weekend and have a great week ahead, and I'll see you then.